Alright, hi everybody, it's BANKAI 922. KOTOURA-SAN fucked up. Once again. That bitch, Hiyori. But you know what? That bitch, you know what? If I was manabe, you know what I would do first time I see her? I'd take my hand and I'd give her the big pimp slap. Bah! Boom! Bitch! No questions asked. Hiyori gets the bitch slap of the week. Yeah, sometimes you gotta slap a bitch and say, hey, bitch, what are you doing? That's the way I look at it, man. I'm no joking around. What she did in this episode, man. And she knows she fucked up. She was like, she was all freaking out in the classroom after it happened. And I knew, damn, someone needs to slap a bitch. You gotta slap that bitch. Boom! And say, get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. Because you know what? I ain't forgiving you. Manabe may forgive her, but I don't forgive her. In fact, I think she should just rot in hell. But anyway, that's a topic for another story. Let's get into the summary. Pretty much, don't know the exact title of this episode. I think it was Fun Something. Anyway, pretty much what happens in this episode of KOTOURA-SAN is Kotaro and manabe, you know, they go back to the classroom, and she's jittery because of what happened when he confessed her his love in front of everybody and stuff. And they enter the classroom, and there's this I guess it's an umbrella on the blackboard and he's like, and it says his name and her name, Haruka's name, Haruka, Kotaro-san, her name there too, and he's like, that's wrong. So he puts a heart there, all these different hearts, and she's like, no, don't do that. And then we look, and then the cat goes towards Hiyori, and her bitch looking face, she's making an ugly, disgusting face. If she were to get in a car accident, I would not give a fuck. I really would not give a fuck. She dies, go right ahead. I don't give a shit. Drop dead. Like I said, bitch slap, boom! Bitch slap, bitch slap, bitch slap. Listen, you bitch. That's what she gets. Time right now. So that's what's going to happen in there, and then pretty much the rest of the episode, they go into the, research, ESP club, and they're discussing what they're going to be doing for today, and there's this whole bit with Yukino, Yuriko. My apologies, Yuriko. Yuriko is basically begging on Haruka to like convince her feelings to manabe, and she's not willing to. And then she says, "Oh, maybe you should make him a box lunch." And like she's like, ah. And it's so funny because Yuriko knows the truth, and she was about to say it to some extent, and she's like, "No, don't say it." He doesn't want to find out that she loves him. She knows that he loves her. So what ends on happening is, and there was also the other guy in there, the vice president of ESP Club, Boruto. He's weird. He was animated very weirdly. He's like short, and he's got weird eyes and glasses. And what happens is they go to the karaoke, and they start singing and everything and whatnot, and it's a good time. They had a good time, and it was fun. And on the way home, walking Haruka home, he starts thinking of perverted things, and he's like a wolf, and she's a sheep, and he's like, "I'm gonna eat you." It's like, "Ooh," I was just like, come on, man, that was just so ridiculous. And she's like, perverted. And then she walks home. So that was the end of that part. The other part of this episode, obviously, was Hiyori. This bitch, oh my god, she digged her own grave. She digged her own grave. She was putting on some steam because she was thinking about KOTOURA-SAN. She was thinking about haurka going on top of manabe. And, you know, it was stupid and retarded. And what does she do? She tells her friend, her people who's part of this, because she's a part of her dojo. She says, oh, we would do anything for you, anything. And then she decides to do something. And what she did, this is what I said. Bitch slap. Big, huge, pimp hand bip slap. Look here. I got the bitch slap hand right here. It's ADAMENT HAKI, bitch. That's what she deserves. A big, huge bitch slap. So, when it's happening is, walking home, and Haruka wants to go and get food she's gonna make a lunch for him, and then everything pretty much, and then she's like saying to him leave, and he's gonna make a lunch for me. She's like, oh! And he like jumps like 3, 4, 5 fucking feet in the air and comes down. I'm like, oh my god. And he's walking away, and he's gonna continue doing that, and then she goes and gets food, and she's walking home. Now, what happened was the people that she told to go rough him up. Now, this concept I just don't understand. Wouldn't it make more sense to rough Haruka up? But regardless of the situation, that's what ended up happening. And she's walking home, but he's walking home too at the same time. And he gets jumped by these guys. By Hiyori. Buddies at the dojo. And they beating him up. And here's the fucking stupid part of this episode. When they come back, they tell her, oh, he roughed us up a bit, but we roughed him up. And then she said, I just told him to rough him up a bit, not to kill him or anything. And he shouldn't be dead. He's not dead. They're saying to her that he's not dead. They're saying Hiyori. And then she realizes, you fucked up, bitch. You fucked up. So, and in KOTOURA-SAN, she kind of knows something's up because she sees this light flickering and stuff. So, she kind of knows that something's up. So, she goes back to school. He's not there. And they find out he was sent to the hospital. The entire time, he was like this. She's freaking out. She's having a spaz attack. And I'm like, tell you right now. Okay? Bitch slap. Boom! Boom! That's what she gets. She gets the BANKAI 922 ADAMENT HAKI bitch slap. Yo, you get a bitch slap, bitch. And she's like, she's freaking out. Like, fuck you. If I was manabe, I tell you right now what I would do. In the next episode, I got out of the hospital. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over to her and I'm gonna slap her in the face. And I'm just gonna look at her and say, you were the one who had those goons attack me, didn't you? Now, because of you, Haruka is gone. I'm never going to forgive you for this. Ever. That's what we do. That's just me. So what ends up happening is she hears Haruka, what she's thinking, Hiyori. And she says, it's okay. Manabe's going to be okay. And then she asks the teacher, where is he stationed at, hospital. So she runs there. And she's hearing all these voices, obviously from the patients and stuff in the hospital. And she goes in there. And, she's right there. And she sees him eating food, and the nurse, he wants the nurse to feed him, and she's like, oh, no. And then, just ask your girlfriend. And she's like, And that's when she hears the sound, what he's thinking. And what he's thinking is, he says, I'm glad that she wasn't involved. It was just a messy situation. I'm glad that I got hurt and that she's okay and everything else. And that made her feel really bad. And she was saying to herself basically that this entire situation, she thought that she could continue having a normal life that she could have a normal life with Manabe, but it occurred to her that at this point she can't. And she feels depressed about it, and basically she's saying goodbye. And what happens after that is he goes back to school and she leaves completely. She didn't just transfer out of school. The house she was staying at, she's gone from there too. That's pretty much what happened in the episode. Now, what also happened in the episode I forgot to mention was the whole thing with Yuriko talking to what's his face? Maruto, about her using haurka, KOTOURA-SAN, to a certain extent. Now, overall, I'm giving this, I'm probably overrating it, but I really don't give a fuck. I'm giving this a 5 and 5. This was a fucking awesome episode. But if I'm Manabe, and I take a look, and I tell you right now what's going to happen. I tell you right now, I will not be surprised if he looks at Hiyori, and Hiyori can't look at Manabe anymore. Just can't look at him. And it'll be funny if he walks up to her and he says, did you have anything to do with me getting beaten up? And she freaks out. And he just looks at her. And he slaps her. They're like, by the way, why did you do that for? It's because she hired goons to attack me. And because of that, Kotoura-san is no longer, Haruka's not here anymore. She's to blame for her transferring out now. I hope you're satisfied. But I'm never going to talk to you ever again. That's what I would do. People, simple as that. She gets the big fucking bitch slap. Boom, bitch! Psh. Know your place! I'm sorry, man. That's the way I feel. She gets a huge bitch slap, in my opinion. Huge bitch slap. And I've been in the live stream, people say, Bankai's got the HAKI hardened armaments bitch slap. Yes, it's right here. Right here. Bitch. Boom! 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 Now people can think I'm crazy, but hey, she deserves it. And if I'm out of bed, I'm not talking to her ever again. If she goes up to me and starts to talk to her, I'll go, oh, bye-bye. And she realizes that she fucked up. But yeah, that's pretty much what happens in this episode. So overall, like I said, 5 out of 5. Next week, it's really sad that she transferred out and everything. So rather what's going to happen is, I think what happens in the next episode is he tracks her down. Yeah, that's what happens. He tracks her down, tries to find her, and, all that stuff. So, yeah. Pretty good. Like I said, pretty good episode. So that's what he pretty much does in the next episode. It should be interesting. He's going to track her down. Manabe. He's not giving up on this. He's going to track her down and try to find her and bring her back and, all that stuff. But yeah, great episode. What I'm going to say. Okay, Fairy Tail came out. It's not going to be a high review rating. I'm not giving it a high rating. Just let everyone know. Not giving it a high rating. Sorry. It's not happening. Medica Box is getting a high rating. That shit was awesome. And that's what I got to for that. The Psycho-Pass, it's really late now. I'll do Psycho-Pass. Why not? So I'll end this and upload it along with Psychopaths, I guess. Yeah, we'll try to do that. So yeah, this has been BANKAI 922. We'll see you guys later. Like I said, Hiyori, you get the bitch slap of the week. Boom, boom, boom. And that's all I have to say about that. See you guys later.